What's up, money makers? So, the video of Irene's interview hit YouTube today. Now, I gotta tell y'all that it was out on another website like last month. I'll just say, because it was done a couple of days after the whole incident. Like, between the 11th and the 15th, like, to me, that's just me. I'm not like 100% sure, but to me, my timeline is between the 11th and the 15th of September is when that interview was done. And she still has the same hair from the party in her head, during the time of this interview. But all right, so let's do a little walkthrough going on like some of the things that Irene said. Now, Irene said that she got there about 1 something. Now, we know that the surveillance of the parking lot says that Kenneka was in the parking lot basically at like 1:11. I think that's what I showed y'all in that video. So, okay. Now, in that same video, when I was showing y'all Kenneka, then I also showed y'all, I think it was about 30 minutes later, Brianna had dipped out and, dipped back across the screen. So now, jumping ahead of myself, Irene mentioned that she left. And I do recall Brianna saying that she had left, okay? But, the thing that gets me is that she made it back in time to be on the camera to be looking for Kenneka. Now, Irene was saying, that Brianna made it back because there was, her ride and everything. But I feel like, dang, how come one of them dudes couldn't give you a ride? Because Irene made it seem like she left with a few guys, not a guy. I'm just saying. Just watch the interview. So, the question comes to me is like, why did Brianna dip off? Or is that something, usual that they do, dip off from each other? Because like when I used to go out, if we came together, we stayed together, we left together. If you done any miscellaneous stuff, it'll be after everybody been dropped off. Now you can have somebody following us. We'll make sure you the first person get dropped off. Then you can get out. You better go hit that door, and then you run back to the car. But as long as we see you touch that door, then shoot, it's like the school bus rule. You done made it to your yard, we can pull off. You know what I'm saying? So I wonder if that's something that they usually do. Now, Irene said in the video on the interview that those are the type of girls that they are, to turn up and have fun, and Kenneka was the life of the party. And in some sense, I do believe that, but I'm going to try to put together something for y'all and talk about that then. Now, moving along, the thing that Irene said about Kenneka, she said that her and Kenneka was talking, and when Kenneka tell you I'm not drunk, that's basically how you know that Kenneka was drunk. Now, if this winds up being true or being the case, when Irene went live, now she said when she went live, it was, it was dry. That's how she said it. She said it was dry. You hear Kenneka in the back saying that, she wasn't drunk. Now in the interview, Irene, when she said that, she also said that's how you could tell, when she drunk. So, all right. Now, if at this live, when Irene went before everybody got there, Kenneka was already saying she not drunk. If that's her tail sign that lets you know that she is drunk and she's only been there about an hour, then why wasn't somebody trying to get her home at that point? Why, was Monifa trying to encourage her to enjoy herself? You know what I'm saying? Because, everybody that watched that live video, when they heard that, clearly that girl sounds like, she's under the influence of something. She's intoxicated. Okay, so Irene was saying that like they was in the party and she saw Kenneka. She say they were bopping, and that's what they call their dancing. So she say she looks up and Kenneka was linked up against the wall, and she was telling her, you drunk, you through, and whoop de whoop de whoop lie. Now the thing that I was waiting on was that she said she took the Hennessy from Kenneka, because in her interview for the police on the report, it said that she took the Hennessy bottle from Kenneka. Now, oh y'all, I'm trying to stay organized with my videos and thoughts, but I'm going to talk about the Hennessy thing in another video. So y'all ain't hit that notification button, make sure you do so like right now, because yeah, it's coming. Just bear with me, money makers. So yeah, she didn't mention in the interview that she took the Hennessy bottle, right? But like I say in the report, she stated that. So why would she leave that out again, in the interview? But she makes mention about the Hennessy bottle when you think that in the interview she would be like, and then I took the Hennessy from her, and then my sister called over there and she hit the lamp and she fell on the bed and she went to sleep. She didn't say it like that, but in the police report she clearly said that she took the Hennessy bottle from Kenneka. Really don't say how much was in it when she took it, but the way she's talking in the interview, like Kenneka had put a little dent in it, and it seems like she might have been the only one drinking out of it, but I don't know. Maybe they passed the bottle around. I don't know, but Irene claimed in the report that she took the bottle from Kenneka, but she didn't say nothing about it in the interview. So then she keeps going and she says that, like, I guess while they were talking, her sister called Kenneka over there where she was. That's when Kenneka supposed to like stumble and fell on the lamp by the bed, and then laid on the bed and went to sleep beside her sister. Even that seems, a little shady to me, but the breakdown is coming. I'm gonna have to hit that again, because that's just not, that don't make sense. I mean, it makes sense because like they all supposed to be friends. They all hung out together, and I don't know what she would be calling Kenneka over there for, but just saying that, Irene saying that she was laying in the bed, sleep beside her sister, is just like something we just, I guess, need to be looking at. I don't know, but I'm gonna figure all this shit out. Okay, so after Kenneka lays on the bed and sleeps, Irene says for like about 5 minutes. Now, I don't know if Irene timing is right, because she keeps, and y'all, I'm telling y'all, but she keeps talking about how intoxicated she was. Now remember, y'all don't remember because a lot of people haven't watched the video when I put my commentary on Teresa's 911 call. I'm gonna put it in the description, or y'all just go check it out. But anyway, like I was saying about Teresa on the 911 call, she kept reiterating about how she had took the pain medicine. So y'all ain't checked that out, check it out. But I am gonna, got something for y'all. Okay? But check that out and have that in the description. So, like, Irene just kept on talking about how she was just high, off the pill. Like, she don't drink, but she smoke and pop pills. Like, she was high off the pill, and all this stuff. So, that's why I'm saying her timing probably wasn't accurate. So, we don't actually know how long Kenneka was supposed to have been asleep on the bed. But Irene says that Monifa came and picked Kenneka up. Here's my thing. If Monifa had to pick Kenneka up, then how in the hell did Kenneka walk away when they left her outside? Now, y'all go check out that interview and y'all will see Irene saying that it was like a matter of seconds that this happened. They went out, all three of them, because, and my thing is, if they had to tow Kenneka out, Monifa wouldn't have been able to tow her by herself. That's why Shamaya went out with Monifa to help tow Kenneka out. Okay, but we're gonna run all this back. I'm just gonna get through the things in Irene's interview, but all the other stuff I got you, money makers. So that's my opinion, that they both carried her outside, because I'm quite sure Monifa wouldn't have been able to tow her by herself. Okay, so they take Kenneka outside, I guess, sit up against the door, come right back in. Shamaya goes and get the phone from Irene. Irene says that was Kenneka's phone that was playing the music. So Shamaya goes and get the phone from Irene. Monifa go and retrieve the keys from wherever they were. They go out the door and immediately comes back in and say, hey, Kenneka's gone. Now, here's the thing where Irene is fucking me up on this interview, because at one time they say Kenneka's gone, and then at another time they say Kenneka's missing. And I know y'all is like, well, money, you bugging. She's saying the same. It's not the same thing. This what we have to start paying attention to, how these people word stuff, how these people say stuff. You know what I'm saying? Because some people could be trying to do a play on words, but just be cool, money makers. I got you. But that's something that just kind of hit a nerve with me. First of all, you're saying they say she's gone. They say she's missing. If you know what they say, then you would be saying the same thing, over and over. It wouldn't keep swapping up. So, to me, then, it's like you're not even going to be, like, even able to testify. You don't even know what the hell they said, because I'll be like, so which did they say? She's gone or she's missing, because if you don't know what they said then how do I know the rest of the story you're telling me is the truth? Are you sure that's what they said? Like when old guy asked her, did you hear that come out of Monifa's mouth? Like, and he's asking, like, so you were standing there when they was asking about the tapes, as in them asking the security or the manager. And she's like, yeah, Monifa told me that's what she said. So basically, that's he say, she say. You know what I'm saying? She didn't firsthand hear or see Monifa asking for surveillance that night. So that's not admissible either, because that's, hearsay. Now, thing about that is, who's to say Monifa's telling the truth? Because I don't see none of this stuff in the footage. But anyway, so now they telling everybody, Kenneka missing and stuff. And Irene, like, she didn't believe them or whatever. Now, she been saying this since day one. I'm giving her that much. Now, here's my thing. I mentioned this in a video, not sure which one, but when they first put out the photos and the footage and all that stuff, and the reports and stuff, I came across the report, and I'm believing that it is the security guard. At first I was thinking it was the manager, but evidently it wasn't the manager that came to the door. It had to be the security guard that came to the door, because Irene said it was the creepy security guard. All right, so evidently it wasn't the manager. Or is Irene still lying? I'm just saying, because all this time we thinking the manager went to the door, and that night, like, the manager on the sign-ins, I think that was that woman. So everybody's under the impression like it was a man manager, but I think that night it was like a woman manager, or she came in the next morning. I don't know. We'll get into that when we get into that. But anyway, Irene never clarified that it was a manager that came to the door. She said that it was the security guard that came to the door. Now, in the report, the security guard said that when he got to the door, it was, I think he said 2 black men that was standing there, and they really wouldn't let him in, at that point in time. Like, they'll tell them or whatever, but I guess he got the knock anyway. I'm not sure. I'm gonna really go back and find that if I don't have it by the time I get this video to y'all, we'll come back and talk about it, okay? But I got it somewhere, just in a million gazillion pictures. So, and like I said, I had mentioned it before, but you know, it might have been at the end of a video and y'all didn't pay attention. I don't know. Y'all don't do me right. But if that was the case, then that would also explain why Kenneka was gone so fast, because she had to be toted. I'm just saying. Like I say, we'll get into that when I get into that. Just going over Irene's, what she say. Now, Irene, okay, now, you know, like I say, she been saying since day one she never left the room. Now, in the report, it say Irene left about 5 o'clock that morning. In the video, she talks about her leaving, but she didn't specify what time she left. Now, what she did say was when she left, it was about 10 people there. Now, old dude, you know what? Just hang on. I'm going to get to his ass in a minute. She said it was about 10 people there. And Monifa, Brianna, Shamaya, T.Y., and Peas. All right? Supposed to have been still there looking around. Now, that's what I'm like, if they took the mama of the vehicle at 4-5, you know, I'm like, so did they see each other when she was going out? Because, like, if Irene went out and she seen Monifa and them still looking for Kenneka, you know, it's just, I don't know. That's just something crazy. We'll get back to that anyway. But I felt like he was coaching her to say that. So she said that it was the people in the room. He was saying that in them 5, Monifa and them and the boys were still there. You know, she seemed like she kind of ate lunch early, you know. So she just like, yeah. But like a lot of it, I felt like he was coaching her and, you know, leading her to say what he wanted her to say. I really don't feel like she really got to say what she wanted to say, and the little bit that she did say was coached. But anyway, that's just me. That's just how I looked at it. I feel like she was lying in some parts too, because some of this interview ain't matching up with some of the things she said on their report, and this was days after, so all this shit should have still been fresh on her mind, you know. All right, now, shit, I forgot what I was telling y'all. Oh, okay, so, yeah, now, she was saying that there was, you know, still people waiting on their ride, and I'm under the impression that one of the people were the dude that she was having the party with, because she was like, you know, it didn't matter, the party was over, and, you know, he got his own key, and this and the other, so that's why I'm under the impression that she talking about the dude she had the party with, and some of his friends was still there, okay, I know my video getting fairly long, but y'all, I'm trying to lace y'all up with the good stuff. Now, I'm just saying, so, if she left at 5, and they were still there, then what time did they leave, you know, because, like, a lot of this stuff that they say happened, it's like no footage of, you know, this stuff, unless we just haven't came across it, or nobody paid it no mind. But I, for one, has been looking for this type of stuff, and I just ain't came across it. Maybe I'm looking in the wrong place, so if any of y'all got it, or come across it before me, make sure y'all, you know, email me or something, and get it to me. So, I'm just saying. Okay, so after she left, she, you know, she went home. Then she supposed to be getting the phone calls, all that stuff. But let's back up a second. Now, when they were in the room, now them girls supposed to been took Kenneka out about 2 something, and she was supposed to been found about 3 something. So my thing was, when Irene went live, see, ain't none of this shit in up, but when Irene went live and you could hear Kenneka talking about she ain't drunk, and it sounded like she was drunk. Okay, Irene was saying she was sitting on this stool, and Monifa was sitting on the bed, and then the dudes was sitting on the bed. Now, Shamaya was up in their room. Irene's sister, Shiloh or whatever, was up in their room. The three dudes was, the one in the red, the one with the dreads, and the one that had the blue jacket on. And the dude in the black. Alright? Because he the one that patted her on the head and was leaving out. Now, see, that was the driver of the vehicle. I talked about that, too. So, if Kenneka wasn't laying on the bed. So, now, in one of them rooms, you know what, we're going to have to go back and look in them rooms. Because in one of them rooms, they had the chairs and stuff over there. So, like, where the other girls was sitting at? Because I'm thinking like it was like really two rooms. Them two that was beside each other. So, where everybody else was sitting at? Because she only said about Monique for the three dudes. I know that, I think that was her cousin that was sitting behind her on the bed, So, anyway, but everybody wasn't accounted for when he asked who was out there. She ain't name everybody, I'm just saying that. Now, another thing, okay, in the interview, yeah, I don't even know what the hell. But anyway, now, I lost my place. I had a brain fart of what I was saying. But anyway, something else she talked about, okay, like when everybody left and Teresa and them was coming back. Now, Irene say they didn't leave till like 10 o'clock that Saturday night. And when they talk about Leonora and Teresa and them talk about the police is coming to arrest them and stuff because they was disturbing the peace. They really try to make it seem like it was in the morning time. And the thing about it is on my video, it shows them there at 11:30 talking to the police, like going in. That's when they was getting the stuff. So I'm going to run that back too. Now, I'm going to say this and then I'm going to let y'all go and then we'll have a continuance or something. But Irene talked about how she had to quit her job. Oh, when they had her on the live and she was at the police station and stuff. Now, everybody was like she went up there to tell and to talk and this and that and the other. Now, Irene says she went up there because somebody had put her address on social media. And people had started popping up, to her house and stuff. And so she went to the police to ask what could she do about that. So, she was stating about how somebody had called and told her, she on live and everything. And her mama was there and stuff like that and boom, boom, boom. But she didn't ever say that she went up there about the case, just about her address. Now, she was like, her mama and her brother don't want to let her leave out, the house. She had to quit her job because people was coming up there to the job. And, she don't know what people going to do to her, and people crazy, just, everything that we already know that the world is, no matter who you are. But, that's how she feels. So, I don't know if she's out of the house now because, like I say, there was a couple of days after this happened. Because, for one, like I said, she still had the same hair in. And for two, for the funeral, her hair was different. I don't even know how the fuck Irene hair was on the funeral. So let me not even lie. Because I don't even know. Like, did I even see her at the funeral? I don't even know. I'll go check that out. So, look, scratch that from the record, because I don't know what the hell it looked like. But anyway, I know this was a couple of days after, because they kept saying, like, last Friday. So, it had to be before Friday. Because then it would have been Friday before last if it had a hit Saturday. So, it was up until Friday when they took this. I'm just saying, that's just how I'm saying. Because they didn't say Friday before that. They were saying Friday, last Friday, the other day. Hell, she even was like last night and yesterday type shit. So, this was like really right after all this happened. So, my thing is, at that point in time, her mind should just still been fresh on what was going on. But Irene tried to make excuses like, well, we were so high and this and then the other, our brain wasn't there and this and then the other. I feel like something happened to that girl at the party, because if she was saying, you know, like I said, Kenneka was like, this how you gonna be on your birthday. I feel like Irene, you know, could have been assaulted there. I mean, like, hell, did Brianna dip out on her free will, you know? Was everybody being dipped off? Did everybody get a turn? I don't know. I really don't know. But before I just start rambling, because I really lost my place back there on my train of thought, I was trying to really be, you know, all professional and stuff. But anyway, yeah, that's like some of the stuff she talked about in the interview. Like I say, I really didn't like it because, for one, I felt like he was coaching her. Because, yeah, I feel to go in on his ass. I felt like he was coaching her. I feel like he asked real dumbass questions. I feel like that interview didn't get nowhere. I feel like the information that we could have got out of her, we didn't get. But at the same time, his shit edited and shit too, because you see, like, towards the end, like, how shit clipped out and stuff. So he only put up what he wanted to. So he didn't put up everything either. He just put up the bullshit. So yeah, I just feel like that was the exact shit. There was like, what, an hour or so of me. It wasn't a total waste of time, but it was a waste of time, because if I would have did the interview, we would have got some shit, because I'd have grilled her ass like I was a fucking lawyer. We probably wouldn't have got a damn thing, because she probably would have got offended and put my ass out. So I guess, you know, him talking to her for them 1-2 hours, you know, was good, because, you know, I don't know. That was some bullshit to me. Anyway, but if you want to check it out, I think it's like Zacktv or something like that. I'll try to put, just, you know, we'll figure it out. It'll be somewhere around here so you can go and find it, or on the picture or something, put a little screenshot up with his logo so you can go and watch the original video, well, the part that he gives us, and check it out. So y'all moneymakers, jump down in these comments and let's talk about that. Y'all know my stuff running up slow, so ain't no telling when y'all gonna get this from when I originally try to get it to you. But I do have a couple of more things coming out, so y'all make sure you hit that notification button and subscribe. Yeah, because some shit's about to go down. You know, I told y'all it's gonna take me a couple days off. Well, I haven't just took my days off yet, but I took some days off just to enjoy the holidays. So I'm just gonna give y'all some good stuff out here, and then I'm going to take me a couple days and then come back, you know, see where everybody's at with this whole case, because I'm really tired of losing sleep behind this case. I'm really tired of being in my feelings behind this case, and every day I'm like, y'all, not, you know, y'all, but the trolls, y'all ass, always in the comments with some dumbass shit. But for those that, you know, really watch me and, you know, be real positive and encouraging, I appreciate y'all, you know, I really do. I appreciate y'all. I thank y'all. So, without further ado, moneymakers, I was trying to make sure I couldn't think of anything that I wanted to hit real fast. But without further ado, I'm going to let you get back to doing what you had to do. And I hope that was, you know, catching up on some of these videos. I'm going to put some videos in the description that, you know, y'all might want to check out, that you haven't checked out. You know, if you're bored, just need something to do, and check out some of those videos and get down in the comments. Y'all know I'm very active in the comments, so holla at your girl. Okay, yeah, I got nothing. I was just trying to make sure. So, peace.